This is a hearing on PUC docket number 2024-0038, Hawaii American Water Company's application for approval of a general rate increase and certain tariff changes for its Hawaii Kai, Maunalani, and Waimea districts, but specifically for Hawaii Kai this evening. My name is Leo Asuncion. I'm the chair of the PUC. I'm joined by Commissioner Naomi Kauae and Commissioner Colin Yost, as well as the consumer advocate, Mr. Michael Angelo. Today's hearing is being recorded and will later be transcribed by a court reporter. Just a reminder, anyone who wishes to testify, if you're here in person, make sure you sign in at our table. If you're on WebEx, again, simply in the chat feature, just note that you wish to testify, and then our host will take down all of your names and provide that to us here at in the room. State law requires that the commission notice and hold a public hearing whenever a public utility proposes a rate increase. The commission is holding this public hearing in accordance with HRS sections 269.12 and 269.16B as in boy. Pursuant to HRS section 269.12, notice for this hearing was published in the Honolulu Star Advertiser on October 4th, 11th, 18th, and 23rd. This evening, the commission will be holding this public hearing for docket number 2024-0038. The purpose of this hearing is for the commission to take testimony, not to answer questions about the application. Testifiers can always contact both Hawaii American Water and the consumer advocate if the testifiers have questions for them. At this time, I'll ask our tech to provide that information in the chat, but I will also read it out now. Contact information for the Division of Consumer Advocacy is at P.O. Box 541, Honolulu, Hawaii 96809, or via email at dca@dcca.hawaii.gov. Phone number 808-586-2800, or by fax 808-586-2780. The contact information for Hawaii American Water Company is at Watanabe Ing, LLP, at 999 Bishop Street, Suite 1250, Honolulu, Hawaii 96813. And we have a number of emails, but I'll just have the main one at jono@wik.com. Hawaii American Water Company's requests are described in detail in its application filed on August 2nd, 2024, as supplemented on August 23rd, 2024, in docket number 2024-0038. In summary, Hawaii American Water Company is requesting, among other things, commission approval of a 2025 test year net revenue increase of $1,382,060 in total revenues, or approximately 11.45% over total revenues at present rates for its Hawaii Kai district. Approval of changes to each of the district's existing rules and regulations, example, Hawaii Kai's district tariff, and other relief as may be just and reasonable under the circumstances. Again, the scope of this public hearing is limited to the issues that I just listed, and also that are included in Hawaii American Water's application. Just some ground rules for testifying. Hawaii American Water Company will be given 5 minutes to discuss their application, and the consumer advocate will be given 5 minutes to explain its role in the process and present any testimony. All other testifiers will have 3 minutes to present testimony at this hearing. I'll note that testifiers may not give all or any portion of their allotted time to another testifier. Again, you may also submit comments in writing to the commission by email or regular mail. Please reference docket number 2024-0038, and you can email them to puc.comments@hawaii.gov or email comment or mail comments to the Public Utilities Commission at 465 South King Street, room 103, Honolulu, Hawaii 96813. If you are testifying this evening, at the beginning of your testimony, please identify yourself, state whether you are testifying on behalf of an organization or as an individual, and state whether you support or oppose the applicant's requests. Okay, and so we'll begin with testimony from Hawaii American Water Company, followed by the consumer advocate, and then anyone from the public who has indicated that they wish to testify. Beginning with those who are here in person, followed by those via WebEx, and ending with an invitation to those who are just joining by phone. As a reminder, for those on WebEx, make sure that you, in the chat feature, make sure that you just make sure to let us know that you want to testify. If you are on the phone, let us know as well. Our host automatically mutes you, but then we'll call upon you when we get to those who are on the phone. So, Hawaii American Water Company, Lee. Oh, you can flip that mic on, Lee. Sorry.
Okay, well, again, thank you, Chair Sachion and Commissioners Kauai and Yost. I'm happy to present our case for our rate application. I'm Lee Mansfield, proud to be manager of Hawaii American Water. I'm going to begin with just telling the folks a little bit about Hawaii American Water. We're a subsidiary of American Water, wholly owned subsidiary. American Water came to the islands in 1977 with the purchase of the wastewater utility that was serving the Hawaii Kai community at that time. In 2006, we were proud to be selected to purchase utility that services the Maunalani Resort on the Big Island. And recently, in 2020, again, we were proud that Parker Ranch chose us to purchase the utility that services a very small residential community in Waimea Town and parts of Waimea Town. Our company was founded in 1886, and that makes it one of the oldest publicly traded utility companies in America. It's been serving its customers proudly for 165 years. I want to focus a bit on Hawaii Kai. We serve the Hawaii Kai community in Portlock. Basically, we serve the zip code 96825. Also, as many of my customers are aware, we provide wastewater service to the customers of the city and county of Honolulu that reside in Kuli'o Valley and Pa'iako. This is done under a separate agreement that was struck with Henry Kaiser many, many years ago. We're proud that we have a local staff of 14 qualified individuals provide
Just test. Okay, just a test. Apologize everyone that's online. We just had some technical difficulties with the audio, so we did pause the hearing as Mr. Mansfield was speaking, and I believe he was talking about the employees that he has. So if we're all good, maybe you can start from there, Mr.
Sure,
Mansfield.
I'd be more than happy to. I also want to welcome those who are joining us remotely. I want to just note that we're proud we have 14 local employees, very well qualified. We're particularly proud that three reside in Hawaii Kai, 2 grew up in Hawaii Kai, and 1 Kaiser graduate. So go Krugers. I want to explain why we're asking for a rate increase. We know nobody likes a inflation-driven increase in service rates. Our last increase was in July of 2022. But since that time, we've continued our investment projects, putting in more than $9.6 million to date in plant infrastructure improvements. And we have $7 million planned through the year 2005 in more infrastructure investments. And I'll talk about a couple of examples of those kinds of investments. And I want to note that the majority of the increase will go to fund continued capital investments in our system, as well as covering for the inflationary increases in our operational costs. We're asking for roughly 11.5% increase across all of our customer classes, but I'd like to focus on our single-family homes, multifamily homes. We're asking for an increase of approximately $9 a month for our single-family customers and $7.75 roughly for our multi-family customers. I also have, we also ask for roughly 11.5% for our other 4 customer classes, and that's included in our notice. Take a minute and talk a little bit about the drivers. When we reviewed the case we prepared, we see that 60% of our asked for cost increase is due to our capital investments, while 40% due to operational costs. And we ask for these types of increases. We believe it's important we continue to improve our system. It was built in the mid-60s and has been very much modernized, and there's still challenges ahead. We know our customers want good service. They care about the environment. They make that very clear all the time to us. And they also want a safe, reliable utility. I want to mention a couple of past projects that have helped us contain costs. We did install a photovoltaic system, and that's reduced the amount of electricity we have to buy from Hawaiian Electric to run our system. We also went and recently in 2020, we completely renovated our biological reactors, by far our largest energy usage at our plant, and that reduced energy demands by 30%. Also, I think of importance to the community, we were able to invest in a disinfection system, ultraviolet light disinfection system. This allowed us to discontinue the use of toxic chlorine gas to accomplish disinfection before wastewater discharge. This is a great safety step forward for both the community, our neighbors surrounding the plant, and our staff. Focus for a minute on a very important project. This is the last of our pump station upgrade projects. We're currently rehabilitating a station on Kawai High Street, which has been in service continually since 1965. This is the last of 4 stations that one of our motivations for the improvement is to eliminate hazardous confined spaces and improve the efficiency, resiliency, and reliability of the pump station. If you've been down Kawai High Street, you probably noticed a whole bunch of boxes and trucks in the middle of the road, that's us. We're using the sewer itself as a pump station. We thank you for your patience, particularly our neighbors that surround that station. We also have recently finished a project, a chemical receiving tank at one of our main pump stations. And again, that allows us to better ensure that we're not going to suffer a chemical spill and allow us to, continue to provide reliable service. With that, I conclude my presentation. I, of course, have a copy of the slide deck for the record.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mansfield. Call up Mr. Michael Angelo to provide his testimony next.
Good evening, Chair Asuncion, Commissioner Kauai, Commissioner Yost, and members of the community. My name is Michael Angelo, and I serve as the Executive Director of the Division of Consumer Advocacy in the Department of Commerce and Consumer Affairs. We're also known as the Consumer Advocate. Consumer Advocate represents the interest of consumers in regulated public utility and transportation matters before the Public Utilities Commission, who are also referred to as the Commission. By advocating for the provision of safe and reliable utility services delivered cost-effectively, equitably, and aligned with the state's clean energy and climate goals. I'm here this evening to listen to the community's comments and concerns regarding Hawaii Water, Hawaii American Water Company, also known as HAWC, Hawaii Kai's district's application for approval of a general rate increase and certain tariff changes for its Waikai, Manalani, and Waimea districts. HAWC requests include a 2025 test year net revenue increase of $1,382,060 in total revenues, or approximately 11.45% over total revenues at present rates for Hawaii Kai, $897,060 in total revenues and present rates for Mauna Lani, and $194,450 in total revenues, or approximately 32.6% over total revenues at present rates for Waimea. HAWC is also requesting, among other things, Commission approval of changes to each division's existing rules and regulations that Chair Asuncion previously identified. The Consumer Advocate will independently review the reasonableness of HAWC's requested revenue increases. As part of our analysis, we'll conduct discovery, where we will request data and information to evaluate the company's support for the requested revenue increases. Then, later in this proceeding, we will submit the results of our analysis and recommendations to the Commission for their decision on HAWC's requested relief. Tonight, however, we are here to listen to the community's concerns and comments regarding the proposed revenue increases. Any concerns and comments that you may have are an important part of our evaluation of HAWC's request. We encourage the public to express your opinions to the Commission and our office regarding HAWC's proposal and the impact that the requested relief might have on you if the Commission approves the requested increase. This will assist both the Commission and the Consumer Advocate in performing our work. As we move forward, please feel free to contact the Consumer Advocate's office at any time to share your thoughts, concerns, and questions regarding this or any other utility matter. Thank you for the opportunity to offer these comments, and I believe their contact information is within the chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Angelo. I'll turn to anyone wishing to testify. There is no one here in person. So anyone online? Not sure if Mr. Andrew is going to. Okay. All right. Last call. Okay. Seeing none, I'll move to adjourn this hearing. So following the conclusion of this public hearing, the Commission and the Consumer Advocate will continue with their review of Hawaii American Water Company's requests. The process will conclude with the Commission's issuance of its written decision. This concludes the public hearing for docket number 2024-0038. Thank you all for attending and participating this evening. We stand adjourned.